Hi, my name is Tommy. Thanks for joining my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to set up your DJI Avata to fly with manual mode on the FPV controller I have here. There are some steps you have to do to enable it, and I will show you in the menu how to do it and how to set up the rates for cinematic flights that I usually use. I have just reset all the settings on the Avata, so I can show you from the beginning how to do all the settings you need to do to get the controller working in manual mode. And I will show you. So if we go to the settings and into the control and the remote controller, and here you have in the custom mode. Custom mode is the button that you can enable manual mode, and you will get a warning that you should adjust the sticks. You have to adjust the screws on the underside of the remote to make the stick be loose. Otherwise it will be a bit harder to fly if you don't have done that, if you have to keep the throttle down all the time. Then you have some options here. You have double press. I usually enable turtle mode if I would crash. Let's see. I think we have to change if we can find it. Yes, here in Gain and Expo. There's a manual mode attitude limit. If you have this enabled, then the Avata will it won't do rolls. It will do manual mode, but it will only it's a bit locked, so you can't do a full roll with the aircraft. It will be stuck in about 45 degrees. It's like a little bit like training wheels on the Avata. And also the rates in the beginning, I think they are set way too high to fly, but we will have to test them out to see what's like to fly before we change those settings. So I have it active. So this is just in the normal mode at the moment. You can fly and it won't do rolls, it will be stuck like that. Sports mode, it's just the same thing, but a little bit faster. And then when you now switch to manual mode, it's enabled in the sticks here. But at the moment we have the attitude limit, so it won't do a full roll. It only gets to about 30 degrees or 45 degrees or something like that. But it's good when you're first trying to learn to fly. Might be, so you won't have an accident that it turns upside down completely and crashes on you. So if you haven't trained in a simulator, it might be good to start out with this mode in the beginning, just to get the feel for the stick. And always be ready to engage the emergency brake with the button here. Can be good to try it a couple of times just to have it in your fingers to know that you have to brake if something is going wrong. You will stop for a couple of seconds before you can take control again. But like I said, or if we now go to the controls, Gain and Expo, and turn off the limit. So now we have the limit turned off, and then it won't be hindered by the controller to only be able to turn 30 or 40 degrees. Now you're free to fly around and do flips and stunts and anything you want. So. And in the beginning, I would say set the gimbal to about 10 to 15 degrees, maybe, so you can learn to fly slower and have control of the Avata. Like this. But like I said, the expos are a bit too rough with the standard settings. They're a bit too fast and jittery in my opinion. So I'm gonna show you how I set them up usually. So let's go back to the settings, controls, remote controller, games. Center sensitivity is how sensitive the stick is just in the middle part. So I turn it usually to like 100. And I do this on all the different roll, pitch and yaw. 100. And the max rate I turn down to about 450 or something like that. 400, 500, 600. This is how fast the aircraft will turn when you do a full stick movement. So when you turn it all the way to the side or front or back, so it will turn 400 degrees per second or something like that. And then expo about 0.5. Expo is like the curve, so the further away from the center you are, there's a curve that goes up and it turns harder and harder the further away from them, or the closer you get to the edge of the stick curve. So now we have the 400 expo and the 100 in the stick sensitivity. I think it feels a lot smoother when you're trying to fly slow and cinematic and want to Thank you for watching, and I hope this did help you. Please give it a like and follow if you want to see more of videos like this. Thank you.